1 Chronicles 21. And Satan stood up against Yasharel, and provoked David to number Yasharel. And David said to Joab and to the rulers of the people, Go, number Yasharel, from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it. And Joab answered, Yahuwah, make his people 100 times so many more as they be. But, my Adonai the king, are they not all my Lord's servants? Why then doth my Adonai require this thing? Why will he be a cause of trespass to Yasharel? Nevertheless, the king's word prevailed against Joab. Wherefore Joab departed, and went throughout all Yasharel, and came to Jerusalem. And Joab gave the sum of the number of the people unto David, and all they of Yasharel were 1,000,000, and 100,000 men that drew sword. And Yehuda was 410,000 men that drew sword. But Levi and Benjamin counted he not among them, for the king's word was abominable to Joab. And Elohim was displeased with this thing, therefore he smote Yasharel. And David said unto Elohim, I have sinned greatly, because I have done this thing. But now, I beseech thee, do away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. And Yahuwah spake unto God, David's seer, saying, Go and tell David, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, I offer thee 3 things, choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So God came to David, and said unto him, Thus saith Yahuwah, choose thee, either 3 years' famine, or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes, while that the sword of thine enemies overtaketh thee, or else 3 days the sword of Yahuwah, even the pestilence, in the land, and the angel of Yahuwah destroying throughout all the coasts of Yasharel. Now therefore advise thyself what word I shall bring again to him that sent me. And David said unto God, I am in a great strait. Let me fall now into the hand of Yahuwah, for very great are his mercies. But let me not fall into the hand of man. So Yahuwah sent pestilence upon Yasharel, and there fell of Yasharel 70,000 men. And Elohim sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he was destroying, Yahuwah beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, It is enough, stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahuwah stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David lifted up his eyes, and saw the angel of Yahuwah stand between the earth and the heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Yasharel, who were clothed in sackcloth, fell upon their faces. And David said unto Elohim, Is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? Even I it is that have sinned and done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Yahuwah my Elohim, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued. Then the angel of Yahuwah commanded God to say to David, that David should go up and set up an altar unto Yahuwah in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David went up at the saying of God, which he spake in the name of Yahuwah. And Ornan turned back, and saw the angel, and his 4 sons with him hid themselves. Now Ornan was threshing wheat. And as David came to Ornan, Ornan looked and saw David, and went out of the threshing floor, and bowed himself to David with his face to the ground. Then David said to Ornan, Grant me the place of this threshing floor, that I may build an altar therein unto Yahuwah. Thou shalt grant it me for the full price, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Ornan said unto David, Take it to thee, and let my Adonai the king do that which is good in his eyes. Lo, I give thee the oxen also for burnt offerings, and the threshing instruments for wood, and the wheat for the meat offering. I give it all. And King David said to Ornan, Nay, but I will verily buy it for the full price, for I will not take that which is thine for Yahuwah, nor offer burnt offerings without cost. So David gave to Ornan for the place 600 shekels of gold by weight. And David built there an altar unto Yahuwah, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. and called upon Yahuwah. And he answered him from heaven by fire upon the altar of burnt offering. And Yahuwah commanded the angel, and he put up his sword again into the sheath thereof. At that time when David saw that Yahuwah had answered him in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, then he sacrificed there. For the tabernacle of Yahuwah, which Moses made in the wilderness, and the altar of the burnt offering, were at that season in the high place at Gibeon. But David could not go before it to inquire of Elohim, for he was afraid because of the sword of the angel of Yahuwah.